What? Another video? Morning, y'all. So today it is Monday, September. Ooh, no idea. Excuse me, I just wake up all this stress that's going on. I am actually just at home chilling. So a little bit update about my employment journey. So I do have a phone interview today at, I think it's either 10 or 11. I'm going to check my email in just a second just to see if the guy emailed me back just yet about, confirming that that time worked for him, because he sent me an email later in the afternoon on Friday, and I figured, they'd be gone for the weekend. So I was like, let me just hurry up and send him an email and then just also let him know the time. So, and then kind of already prepare myself so that I'm ready. But, so anyways, so that's going on. My reception has really been sucking over here at our new place. So I'm gonna try to see if I can sit on the patio and get better reception. But if not, I'll check my voicemail if I miss his call and then call him back or whatever. I want to inspire people and let them know you don't have to settle for a regular 9-to-5 job. You don't have to feel stuck at a job that you don't like. Of course, bills are here and you do need to, hustle and things like that because, bills just don't stop. But do what you can with what you have, working towards what you want. I've seen that like pretty much on every inspirational Pinterest board ever. But it's so cliche, but it's so true. There is this article that I read about on Forbes about 5 ways to tell that, to tell if you're successful. Not meaning, and of course everybody's definition of success varies. It's a really good article and it actually makes you feel a lot more confident about your current situation. So I'm gonna link the article down below if you're interested in, like business, entrepreneurship, or just like, career goals or trying to reach for the stars. You're the working woman. That it's gonna be for you. I want to inspire women who are just strong and want to do what they want to do, okay? All while serving God, okay? Hey guys, so an update for y'all. So the first clip, I was waiting on a job to call because we had set up a phone interview this past Friday for today, which is Monday. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, 10 a.m. goes by because, they were asking, like, what's a good time that you'd be available or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, I'm available, to talk at like 10 or 11 or anywhere in between those 2 hours. So 10 o'clock goes by, 10 a.m., and I'm like, no problem. 11 o'clock goes by, and I'm like, no problem. So then it's noon, and I'm thinking, like, where are they? Like, no one calls. Like, it is almost 5:15, and no one has still called me. So what I did was I called the number because on the email there was, an office number on there. So I called them. Nobody answered. And I was just like, so I left a voicemail, of course. I left my contact information, and I've been checking my email all day. I hadn't got anything. Now, if y'all know me, one of my biggest challenges in life has been like a job, finding a job, or anything that goes on with like identity and career and things like that. So this is just another that is just gonna help me to be a better person and to learn how to treat other future employees and how it feels to be on the other side when, certain people don't respond to your email or, especially if it's a place that's supposed to be professional like work. So I was a little upset about that, not gonna lie, because I was just like, I'm in the process of trying to find a job. And when you're unemployed and you have setbacks like this, people just don't get it. Unless, you've been in this situation before, or you're in this situation, or you're just a compassionate person. But it's so crazy. I was reading an article on LinkedIn because I go on there every now and then to try to be a little bit active and kind of network a little bit while I'm not working. So there was an article about how there's, a lot of people who are looking for employees, and they'll interview like 20, 30 people and still not find the perfect candidate. But she was saying that there is no such thing as a perfect candidate. you just have to find somebody who is skilled enough and works well with what you guys already have going on. And I was just like, yeah, that's amazing. And thought I saw something, but it was just my flyaways because I just never combed my hair, apparently. Remember how people gave you a chance. Why don't you give somebody else a chance? A lot of people, not everybody, but for me, I've noticed, like, anytime I've been unemployed in my 20s, because I didn't really start working until I was about 19 or 20. So anytime I've been, like, looking for a job, it's almost as if the person who is the one looking to hire you, sometimes, not all of them, because obviously I've applied for jobs and got them, and you know, it's been fine. But just over this last year, I would say there's been a lot of people who, you know, I've been trying to either work for them or work for their company, and they just come off really judgmental, or they just don't understand, or they have random questions about your past work employment, or they'll question you and be like, why did you work here for this long? Why did you change this job? Like, almost like in a judgy way. And I'm like, y'all don't even know, nor do y'all have enough time in the day for me to explain my situation, everything, to even like why I'm here at this point right now, unemployed, looking for a job at the age of 28. Morning, y'all. So it is the last clip that you saw. I believe it was Tuesday of last week. So the rest of that week, I didn't really do anything. I just kind of like chilled out the house, things like that. So I kind of gave myself a break. So today is Tuesday of the new week. So that's good. A little update. Nothing has really happened just yet as far as my job is concerned, but that's okay. Today I woke up this morning, I had my devotional time with God. I wanted to do that first just so I could like set my day for the right thing. And then right after I got done, I started to apply for jobs. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself during the week. I'm either gonna apply for 10 jobs 3 times a week, or 10 jobs 5 times a week, and have the weekend as a time for me to rest and rejuvenate and refocus. So I did that this morning. I also prayed about that too. So next phase I'm going to do is kind of get some jobs saved for tomorrow to do. So I'll probably do that in a second. I'll go on Indeed, LinkedIn. I also go on the state website to see if there's anything in government that I'd be interested in doing. And then, so that's usually what I do. That's usually how my job search goes. Right now, I'm making some muffins, and I'm gonna slice some fruit for myself, and then of course for Diego in the morning. So we have these. So I made some chocolate chip ones, and then I also just made some regular chocolate chip ones. I've already woke up, thank you Lord, did my devotional, started to apply for jobs. I did 10 jobs today, so I feel like that's more than enough. So when I was applying for jobs yesterday, I submitted my resume, my current resume, to like a resume professional. She did it for free. I didn't have to pay or anything like that. But she basically just like looked at my resume and gave me like constructive criticism about it. I told y'all, I'm at a point now where this is like my third time in like a year, I would say. Probably my third or fourth time in a year that I have redid my resume and changed it up, because I'm like, well, is there maybe something on my resume that's like, you know, making the job recruiters be like, we don't really want her? Because I've heard that like a lot of like job run a lot of the resumes through like an ATS system and software, so they're able to filter and kind of see really quickly based off of the resume submitted if that person is a good candidate or not, like what kind of skills are highlighted, things like that. So I thought that was a very valid point. So right now I'm getting ready to reformat my resume. I haven't applied for any jobs today. I did a couple yesterday. So today I was like, I'm just gonna redo my resume and see if that'll help. I'm gonna submit my resume to some other jobs and companies tomorrow just to kind of test it to see if that really does help or if somebody bites. But so far, still unemployed. I kind of had a potential job offer, but then that kind of fell through. This is like the third time this has happened to me in 2 weeks. So I don't know. It's so crazy when you're like looking for a job because it's almost as if your fate is in somebody else's hands. And it's almost like everything about you is being judged from your appearance, your resume, your skills, how you speak, things like that. So it could be a lot of pressure. But I feel like there's a greater purpose for this season of unemployment. I'm just not sure what it is yet. So until I'm able to get, clarity from God, I'm going to still pray about it like I've been doing, still apply, still, not to just be down on myself, not to feel like my worth is dependent upon a paycheck or a job, because it's not. My identity and my worth comes from God. And he is my ultimate source of security and, stability, not jobs, not money, even though it might seem like it. I'm looking up different action verbs to put into my resume because that was one of the critiques that I got from the resume writer. She was saying, you don't really have a lot of action not verbs, but action words in there. You just have a lot of like passive things like I perform this and did that. So I'm writing down some that I think I could kind of like swap out for some of the words that I have now. And I'm also trying to work on a new format as far as like, how the resume looks collectively, just off of looks. She was saying it was very hard to read. It was very like inconsistent as far as like the fonts and the bolding. But she did point out that she did like that I did use the bullet points because it made it easier for whoever's reading it to zone in on those specific things that you were trying to highlight. So I'm gonna keep those. But another thing she said was she really liked my professional summary that I had. I've already tweaked that about twice, so I'm not gonna change that just yet, but I am gonna work on maybe adding more jobs, because she was saying like you don't really have that much management experience on there. It's like mainly like clerical work, which is what I want to go for. But there were certain jobs that I had leadership roles, and I really want to highlight that on my resume because I want recruiters and stuff to know that I'm a really important asset to your team. You need me, hire me now. Yeah. Until next time, y'all. Make sure y'all look in the description box. I'm gonna put a lot of like really good like information about like pretty much all the stuff that we talked about in this vlog, so I have to rewatch it back to see what I said. But make sure you check out the description box for all those really good resources as far as like employment and different websites and encouragement and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna go ahead and update my resume and reformat it. I'll let y'all know how that goes probably on the next vlog. And then I'm going to something else I was gonna do. I have to fold laundry, and there was one more thing I just forgot. Maybe I'll remember it once I cut off the camera. I don't know. But until next time, y'all stay prayed up, stay focused, don't worry about what's going on. I know you're going through some tough times, but just know that God is good and he is with you, and he will carry you through it. So I love you, but most importantly, God loves you, and I will see y'all next time. Okay, bye.